America is not as safe as Korea.
You have to pay at least $3,000 a month.
You never want to take a bus.
I don't know why they make it so complicated.
You can't call out to them. You can kind of do like,
the portions are big, the food, the drinks are much bigger than you'd get in Korea.
it's definitely a good thing for me because I don't have to order like 3 entrees on
Yeah.
Min. I mean, I guess for me, I just like the friendly people around. You know, if you see someone, you know, they'll normally look at you, give you a nod or say hello, how you doing? And yeah, that's nice. Just generally more open, like friendly people.
So in Korea, when you make eye contact, we don't really smile at each other or talk to each other. If anything, we avoid each other, if that makes sense. I see so many different types of people.
Yeah, like there's a lot more diverse here, and that doesn't just mean like people from different races and cultures, but like just people with different opinions, different lifestyles, different stories, different jobs. Like, there's a lot more like crazy, just different interesting people that you should meet around.
Maybe this only applies to me, but like I love that America has a lot of options for cosmetics or clothes. They have so many designs, so many colors, so many sizes.
Yeah, size, so I can finally
Yeah.
buy clothes.
And another thing is I only drink decaf coffee, and it's kind of hard to find decaf coffee in Korea. But here I can get decaf coffee everywhere. Not just that, but I can get like cream, sugar, milk, 2% skim milk, every different options for coffee.
It's nice to just be living in a neighborhood and just be able to walk outside and there's trees, grass, like fresh air, blue sky, clouds, and you can just walk down to the water. In Korea, it's just like a concrete jungle, you know what I mean? At least living in Seoul. It's probably, you know, if you lived in like New York City, it's probably a bit of the same thing. But it's just nice to be, you know, living where we are right now. More relaxing pace than Seoul was. So I like that a lot.
Another thing is, this is a little different topic, but like I love that America has a lot of fast food chains that I cannot experience in Korea, like Wendy's, Chick-fil-A or Chipotle. They are everywhere, and it's fun to experience those things.
Yeah, she has some interesting opinions about some places. Like, what did you give? What would you rate Chick-fil-A?
So 6.5 or something. Maybe because I think Korea, personally, I think we have like the best fried chicken. So much better than Chick-fil-A. Any other pros?
No.
Okay,
No,
so
I
we
don't
can
think so.
move on to the cons.
There's one pretty obvious one, and that's everything is really expensive. Primarily, I mean, like real estate is really expensive right now. Housing prices have like almost doubled, maybe you could say, in the past, what, 4 years, 3 or 4 years.
So basically, if you want to live in a house, like 3 bedrooms, you have to pay at least $3,000 a month. At least. Not just house, but like food. And personally, I like to get my lashes done, my hair done. Those are also very expensive.
It's just hard to do when you know it's not that it's worth that much money, you know, like anyways, very expensive. What's next?
We are not in the city. Everything is very spread out. If I want to go to Korean store like H Mart, it's 40 minutes away from here.
Yeah, one thing I'll say is that Korea is very convenient. Korea definitely wins on convenience, you know, with like delivery food, and at least in Seoul, it's like everything is in walking distance. Everything that you could need. The GS25 and a Daiso close by, restaurants.
But even though you're not in Seoul, you can go there. In America, if you don't have a car, when you're not living in a city, I think it's almost impossible to leave, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you pretty much gotta have a car in America. Public transportation in America is bad, right? You never wanna take a bus, ever. Top from that, the metro, it varies from city to city, but most metros are either in very poor working condition, or they are very dangerous, or sometimes both. And taxis are pretty much fine. Ubers are good, but they are going to be more expensive in Korea. So you can't really do that all the time.
If I'm hungry, I gotta eat.
Hangry, she gets very hangry.
Yeah, hangry. I get very agitated. I have to just eat. So we are running to the restaurant, and I have to wait like 30 minutes just to make an eye contact with the waiter or waitress, which is very, very frustrating. And
I gotta admit, yeah, like getting used to life in Korea, it is kind of frustrating to come to like a bar or a restaurant in America, and you just kind of sit there like, you know.
Yeah, in Korea, either you have a bell or you can just call them like, hey.
You can't call out to them. You can kind of do like silently.
So
you can do like a.
I couldn't call them, and I just have to wait for 30 minutes.
Not 30. It's
20 minutes, 30
nah,
minutes.
I mean, it's not like
Yeah,
it's that bad. But every time you go to a restaurant,
Yeah, you have
where you're just
not 2 or 3 minutes. Internet.
Yeah, he's just really bothered by the internet. Some places in America, service is not going to be great. We had some issues at our place. We had to move the router around. We had to take the computer to a different room to get better service.
And then we tried to upgrade our internet. We
called Comcast.
And what happened?
Well, it's typical American service, you know what I mean? Like, it's...
Sorry, I didn't find an account based on your zip code. Sorry, did you say you wanted to use your phone number or account number?
Phone number.
Sorry.
Phone number. You guys can watch that video if you want.
So one thing is internet, and you wanted to upgrade it. The whole process of upgrading, it's so complicated and frustrating, and you just don't want to do it. And they kind of made us to give up almost. If we upgrade our internet, it's good for them too, because they make more money. I don't know why they make it so complicated.
I don't know. Well, so another con is obviously safety. America is not as safe as Korea. However, we haven't encountered any problems in our time here.
Because we are in a safe area.
Sure, yeah, like we're in a safe area, but there are unsafe areas. Yeah, when you're traveling in America, just make sure you know where you're going. Don't go wandering off to some dangerous looking place. But generally, like 90% of America is totally safe. You don't have to worry.
But I think we have such a high bar on safety as Korean. So even though America is not that dangerous, for us, it felt like it's a very, very dangerous place.
I get that, but like even Americans who like watch the news or watch movies end up thinking that like America's much more dangerous than what it really is. You know what I mean? Like media really feeds like fear and stuff like that. So they really want you to think it's this crazy place, but it's not bad.
To be fair, a lot of Americans also think that Korea is a very dangerous place just because of North Korea from the media.
It's true.
So I get that.
Yeah.
Because
American media will also have you believe that living next to North Korea is very dangerous.
But it's not.
And I mean, it's not, but like it's not until it is. You know what I mean? Like it's totally fine until that day comes. Then it's very not safe, right? I'm not saying that's ever going to happen. I don't think it will, but there's always a chance.